Well, we're stopped at a red light here. I want to thank Vice Grip Garage for their merch. I love these cups. Use them all the time. Also use his hat. Today I've got my Mexico sombrero that we got in Mexico on a cruise. Looks like we got a lot of glare here. I'm sorry about that, you guys. This may or may not make it in the final cut of the video, so if it did, lucky you. Yeah, so we're just cruising from the south side going up into the San Antonio area, you know, trying to get to the junkyard here. Typical OBS things, right? So I'm keeping an eye on my fuel, on my oil pressure gauge, obviously the temp gauge, any smells, sounds, you know, the typical driving an old vehicle. Pretty fortunate that my mother, when she was around, when I was about 10, started teaching me how to drive a hoopty, right? All of our vehicles were older. We never had new. The only thing I've ever bought new was the Harley, which, you know, surprise, did sell. I got out from under that loan. Money's a bit tight right now, so I decided to let the bike go, and a couple of the project trucks. You'll notice the 93 and the 96 are gone. So I'm down to driving Peterbilt, which is the dually I got from Arkansas, and giving that to my wife. Her father paid for it, so that it's kind of their joint project. He's eager to do a bunch of motor upgrades and all the cool stuff, right? The cool dad stuff that he wants to do to it now that he's retired. But we're waiting to do a lot of work on it until I get my dually back. You haven't seen that in a while. It's been in the shop sitting. Kind of a project for some other guys to work on, getting some of the body work done and sanding. And Michael and I need to do the 454 that's in the shop that came out of the parts truck. We're going to fix that up. You know, check the bearings, possibly put new bearings, you know. Kind of go from, once we open it up, see how bad it is. I mean, if everything looks clean and good, reseal it, send it in that truck for another couple of years, you know. And if it ever blows up, then I'll probably just LS swap it at that point, because that'll be the two 454s that she's gone through. And this one also has a 454. You know. We had not done the injectors on this. I do have them at home and a fuel rail, but I haven't had time to do it. Mine does have the 5.0 Motorsport injectors. And we did that at Michael's house for one evening, so it's not too difficult to do. The 93 short cab single bed, or single cab short bed, sorry, was going to be my cool truck, right? This is fast and nice, and taking the wife out on weekends, putting a bench seat in it, that kind of thing. I bought it way down in Beeville, got a really good price, came with a truck bed full of trash and debris. We finally got rid of that. May have dropped off some mice at the house, so maybe getting an outdoor barn cat or two just to keep any mice away. 5 years and we've never had a problem, so I'd like to keep it that way. The 96 I bought from a good buddy of mine. Unfortunate circumstances. Made a couple videos on these vehicles already, so you can go to the channel and check those out for more details. But I was working on the 93, going to the bed, and a guy stopped and asked if I was selling the 96. And at the time, I was thinking about taking it for parts for my Tahoe, or, you know, putting in a 350, because I believe that might have come with a 305 because it was a work truck. It had overheated, probably lost head gaskets or warped the heads, had no compression. It just would not crank properly, it wouldn't fire. I didn't spend a lot of time and money diagnosing it, because I wasn't looking for another vehicle when it came up, right? It was just too good of a deal to pass up, you know, a future project that I was going to do. And I'm sure you guys know how that is, right? You're sitting down the highway, driving down, and you see an old farm truck parked with a for sale sign on it. been sitting there for 10 years, rusting away, you know you're going to go and save it. Right? All these trucks have souls. And I had to sell that one to a guy that wanted it. And then I sold the 93 here locally to somebody that wanted it. It was already 2 inches lower in the rear, had 20s on it, so it had a good stance. It was a conversion, I think it was a Mark III conversion truck. And that one, unfortunately, did not have the wood on the dash. Did have the overhead that was wood, had the wood door panels with the lights. So really cool stuff. Hopefully they keep all that. Or, I should have let them know, but I forgot to. There was a lot of people asking for that stuff on my post, and you know, they could have just put regular door panels in if they're just going to make a, you know, regular truck with an LS swap or something, and they don't really want the old 90s wood grain and twinkle light things. But you know, it'd be lovely to see that truck on the road again. That's the goal, is to get all these out from under trees and out from barns and out on the road again. I mean, they're really good trucks, you know. Glad that everyone that's here has survived the Clash for Clunkers disaster. And you know, my most comfortable vehicles are really these 88 to 98, 95 and up seats on the OBSs. I don't have a lot of experience with the older seats yet, but I've heard those are just as good. So yeah, the OBS seats are the most comfortable for me. I've got a 900, an 800, a 14, so it's at the new body style. Same in the 18s. Just not a fan of the seat structure. Could be because I'm a large guy and they're just too firm or too tight, but I do love these buckets and the 60/40 in my dually. So let me know down in the comments what you think I should do with my dually. We've got new fenders for the bed, and we're working on some of the body work for the bed. But I kind of like the idea of a, you know, flatbed or a skirted flatbed with some sort of drawer or cabinets underneath it or something, boxes. Even a Western, I would love a Western hauler style bed. The intent for this truck is not to be a work truck, for that truck anyway. It's going to get all new paint. It's going to look really good. I want it to tow the RV, but I don't want to be putting saddles and hay bales and trash in there to go to the dump runs. So I still need a ranch work truck, long bed, prefer 3500 crew cab long bed, kind of like my brother's truck, but with power locks and windows, automatic, 96 or newer, 4-wheel drive, because we have all sugar and loose sand. But this ranch has gone on long enough, so I'm going to end it here. We're still quite a bit away from the junkyard, so when we get there, once we get inside, I'll turn it on and start recording what we find or don't find. You know, you never know. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.